Gentleman from New Jersey is recognized for 3 minutes.
I ask unanimous consent to revise and extend my remarks.
Without objection.
Thank the chairman for yielding. I rise in support of this well-thought-out amendment from Chairman Miller and Mr. Stupak. I think it quite fairly addresses some of the concerns people have raised. First, with respect to religion. On October 4th, 2007, the president of Spring Arbor University wrote to our colleague, Mr. Wahlberg, from Michigan. And the President Lifton worried about the scope of the religious exemption in the underlying bill, and here's what he said. I urge you to remove the problematic religious definition language currently in ENDA and ensure that the Act categorically exempts religious organizations as in Section 702A of Title VII of the Civil Rights Act. Here's what the amendment in front of us says, Madam Chair. This Act shall not apply to a corporation, association, educational institution, or society that is exempt from the religious discrimination provisions of Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 pursuant to Section 702A, precisely what was asked for. Second, I've heard concerns that there's preferential treatment or special rights for persons protected under this bill. The gentleman and others should read page 8 of the underlying bill, subparagraph F, which is captioned no preferential treatment or quotas. Let me read from it, Madam Chair. Nothing in this Act shall be construed or interpreted to require or permit any covered entity to grant preferential treatment to any individual or any group because of the action or perceived sexual orientation of such individual. It's helpful to read the bill. Finally, we've heard suggestions that somehow the institution of marriage is undermined. It's very important to read the second part of Mr. Miller and Mr. Stupak's amendment, subsection C, and I will read it. As used in this Act, the term married or marry refer to marriage as such term is defined in Section 7 of Title I, which is the Defense of Marriage Act, which explicitly defines marriage as a union between one man and one woman. These were concerns that were raised. They are met. I respect and appreciate the fact that the ranking member of the full committee will vote yes on this amendment. So will I. And so will an overwhelming majority, so we can proceed to passage of this bill with a strong bipartisan majority. And I would yield back the balance of our time and urge a yes vote on this amendment.
Gentleman yields back his time. Gentleman from California.